Hey there, beloved Ascension pioneers. Welcome back in my mountain space. Here I am, just me, wearing my bathing suit because it's so hot. I'm just surrendering to the sun, meditating with my mountains below me. Behind me is what I mean to say. I just feel so guided to share part of my journey, if just for one tiny bit with all of you, because maybe you get to come here, stay with me for a while. We can have a sacred space together, have a retreat or something. But until then, I just wish to share this space with you. And besides this, I wish to talk about getting out of our comfort zone, which is now very much important on this journey. Yesterday, I took my cards with me as well, Fairy Oracle, and I got the card about just taking the leap of faith, like just trusting, just heading into the unknown and just surrendering, jumping. And so many times in my life I have jumped. So many times I have just surrendered, or today I was hiking one of those trails that is pretty much for climbing, and there's so much scree and so, and I was constantly saying to myself, oh, this is not for everyone, and I've been sleeping outdoors. I so wanted to do this first time in my life alone. I've even bought candles to myself before I went, so it was so beautiful. I had some experiences before of doing that, but I was not alone. And always something went wrong because I was not in my energy space. But when I'm in my energy zone, just me and my inner guidance, how I would like to do things, how I feel things, I'm perfectly aligned and nothing goes wrong. There's no weirdness or, challenging things. You see white butterfly coming through. And I found this pod by the water. There's this beautiful white sand, white pebbles here under the mountains. So I really wanted to sleep beneath the mountains, which I did. The sky was crystal clear. It was the moon. The moon was getting fuller and fuller, and I could see it. I picked this spot. I just returned after my hike, picked a spot, picked my new pink sleeping bag. I was testing it, and I put a candle. I lit a candle. I put everything for myself, like my bed, out in nature. I just felt like nature goddess, completely safe and protected. And then I was watching for stars for a while, as it was getting dark. And I was saying how I wish to be, having some sort of experience, like encountering or something like that, how I wish to feel these energies and the beings, how I wish to be connected. And I felt all these blinking, on the sky. I was like, what is this? Are these light ships? But I was so sleepy. I was so tired because the day before I didn't sleep much and I was hiking all day. I was really tired, so I just wanted to see, but I kept falling asleep and waking up again and falling asleep and waking up again. So in the middle of the night, I had one of those dreams when it's not really a dream. It's just like you're, you keep thinking about something, but it's like a dream, but it's like a between sleep and wake state. It's like a altered state of consciousness. And I felt presence, and I felt these beings around me, and I was like scared to look, like in my sleeping bag. And when I woke up, after a while, I was like, oh, my heart pounding, and I knew this was real. There was a presence there. I didn't exactly know which beings, but I know that before going to bed, I was intending this to happen, and I was just so excited in the middle of the night. And I felt again my Kundalini Rising, and so many experiences. So today I chose another path that was pretty intense for climbing. I'm gonna go try to find another route that goes below. It's like, again, going to the unknown. I don't know the route. I'm just gonna go surrendering, because I never like to return on the same path. I like to make a round tour. Oh, and it's just so beautiful. I feel a bit emptied out lately. I just want to be in my own company. I don't even have a lot of thoughts. Pretty much vacuumed. It's so interesting what is happening. But what I wanted to say about getting out of our comfort zone is why this is so important. Because we mature through this. It's not just some random thing, you say. If you have like a desire to go somewhere like I did, and if you wait, for example, and say, there's no one to go with me, so I won't go. And I kept suppressing this. There's this chance, and the weather and everything, all the stars are aligning perfectly for you. And when you really do that, when you get out of your comfort zone and do something alone, you are so diving deep into your inner self growth, because you will see how protected you are. You will have that instant practice. So the embodiment of using your intuition, of using your senses, of that guiding you, and you will see how powerful your heart is. I hope the sun won't burn me. And you will see how powerful you are for getting yourself into that adventure and for getting out of it safe and sound and seeing there's nothing to it. Because when you do that, each time we break through these things, we break through a density, through a layer of ourself that is not within our higher self, within our higher presence. We're getting more and more into our soul that just experiences everything neutrally, and it desires these experiences. It gathers them, it accumulates them. And in this comfort zone space, nothing changes. It's always routine. There's always the familiar. And with the other pole, with getting out of it, there's always so much beauty. Like if you are one of those people who have so many desires but never fulfills them and keep waiting for someone else to do that with you. A lot of times I've been saying, oh, I want to do this and this, especially for the summer. But then you think, oh, maybe I should do that together with someone. That'll feel better. But then you know what I realized? I realized at the time that I was in the mountains all alone by myself, because there's not a lot of people I met that are of my resonance, especially here. I didn't meet such people. And always when I go alone, I feel the best. I have the most beautiful experiences. I have the most synchronistic events. I experience the most magic. Everything is aligned. There's never any struggle. I remember last year when I went not alone, I had to sleep outdoors in the middle of the mountains. It was not a pleasant experience. I woke up in the middle, the middle of cows, and they could step on you, something like that. It was very chilly and cold and wet, and now it's just so perfect. And it was such a warm night because we have our 30 degrees Celsius now. And I just knew it, that when the time is right, you're to go. You just have to go. All the stars align with you. So what happened with me, I could go home, but today I felt guided to stay one more day. I'm not going to sleep out in nature because, the consequences are your neck hurts because you don't have any real pillows. Even the pillow, the tiny hiking pillow I have, it kept slipping away from me. So I was like, woke up out, and my back was all stiff. It's not the same as my angelic bed. But we need those experiences, sometimes to stretch ourselves, to get out of this thing that we call routine. I work a lot all the time, sharing, doing things. But there's a time when my spirit just calls me and say, now you just go. And then I just go. I don't question it. I've learned to not question it. I'm just going. Some people might think it's weird, and they see you and they're like, oh, you're hiking all alone. I remember last year I was getting to know these people in the mountains, and they said, oh, you're getting here all alone? And I said, yeah, who else? Why would I wait for someone if there's no one in the presence right now that would want to go as well and that would share my same energy space? And when I went with the people I didn't resonate with, that weren't like my energetic match, I didn't have as much fun. There was a lot of difficulty. There was a lot of misunderstandings. And when someone just isn't as free being as you are, and it's, again, not a very pleasant experience. So when I went alone, it's just different. It's pure magic. It's just, and I trust myself, because a lot of times when you're with other people, they might say something else, and then you say, okay, I'll do it the way they want to do it, and then you end up being disappointed or falsely guided. Because my intuition is so strong, it always leaves me safe and supported. So today, I'm just going to fulfill what it kept calling to me, and I'm going to stay one more day. I'm going to post these videos when I return home, one by one, and I'll just do it. I'll just stay one more night. I'll get a room or something. I'll just stay one more day. So tomorrow, because I was hiking for 2 days, my feet they're sore. I could use a massage from the shoes and the heat. But tomorrow I just want to do some relaxing and some bathing near the waters, and to really regenerate myself so I can come back, fully recharged. This is it. Getting out of your comfort zone is very important. You'll have the most beautiful experiences when you do. Trust them. Trust life. Feel the wind of change. But Check this out. Look at where I am. If this is not heaven on earth, then I don't know what is. Ah, relaxing. Bare feet. It's just nice. So peaceful. There's the peak up there, you know, with the view that is 360 degrees. But I picked my own spot to just observe and meditate with my mountains. There's some big ones here behind the trees, and there, you know, if I maybe zoom in, you can see there's one of our biggest ones. You see? So, what does life offer us, huh? This beauty, the nature, the majesticness of it. I wanted to share once again this view with all of you. Maybe those of you especially who don't have mountains in your corner of the world. So enjoy, feel the energy, feel the bliss. And, wow, look at this. A water spring from the mountains. This becomes a river. Oh, this is where I will soak my sore feet from the hiking. Ooh, I was up somewhere above. Yeah. It's so cute here. Yeah, and you know what? We have dozens of such places here. You don't even know which one to choose. There's so many. Oh, but this is where I feel home. Home.